Hello everybody, it's been a while. We got another math video today. I missed you guys. I hope you're ready to write some linear equations because that's what we're talking about today. Writing linear equations. We're going to take lines and we're going to write equations for them. So here we go. I hope you remember that the format for the equation of a line is what we call slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b, where the m is where you put the slope of the line and the b is where you put the y-intercept of a line, because that format, that template, that is going to be the key to every problem we do on this video. So here we go. If you are writing a linear equation for a line like this, maybe a line that has a slope of 7 and a y-intercept of 44, all you have to do is put the slope part where the slope part's supposed to go and put the intercept part where the intercept part's supposed to go. And boom, you just wrote a linear equation. That was really easy, right? Okay, good. So not all of them are going to be this easy because it's not always just going to give you the slope and the intercept. For instance, what if I gave you a picture on a graph instead of telling you what the slope is and what the intercept is? Could you find the slope and the intercept? Sure. We're always going to start with y equals something x plus something, and you can even write that and just leave blank spaces until we find what to put in those blank spaces. Let's start with slope. If we go from here to here, you can see that we're going to go up 1 and over 4. So the slope is 1 over 4. That was pretty easy. We filled the first blank, and filling the second blank is going to be even easier because there's the y-intercept right there. The line crosses the y-axis at 1. So y equals 1/4 x plus 1 is our linear equation, and we just wrote it, and we're done. Not too bad, right? All right, basically what we're trying to get at here is when we're writing linear equations, you're always going to start with y equals blank x plus blank, and put the slope in the first blank and put the y-intercept in the second blank. So sometimes you might know the slope and you might also know the y-intercept. Sometimes you might know the slope but not the y-intercept. Sometimes you might know the y-intercept but not the slope. But you can figure those things out using the information that you're given. So here's an example. What if a certain line goes through the following 2 points? And we need to write an equation for that line. Could we do that? Yeah. Do we know the slope? Not yet. Do we know the y-intercept? I don't think so. But can we find those? Sure. We just have to figure out what to fill into the blanks. How are we going to do that? How about we draw a picture? Can I find negative 4, 0 on a graph? Sure. There it is. Can I find 4, 2? Yeah, that wasn't too hard. Can I draw a line that goes through them? Sure, there's the line that we're trying to find the equation for. Can I now fill in those 2 blanks now that I have a picture of that line? Yeah, I think I can figure out the slope because the slope goes up 2 and then over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it goes up 2 and forward 8. That reduces to 1 over 4. Boom, I got my first blank filled in. Now I just need to figure out what to put in the second blank spot. Remember what that second blank spot is for? Y-intercept. So where's the y-intercept of this line? Where does it cross the y-axis? Right there. And it crosses at 1, and we just wrote a linear equation. That wasn't too bad, was it? All right, now it's your turn to try. Practice problem number 1. If a certain line has a slope of -3 and a y-intercept of 5, write the equation of that line. And then practice problem number 2. A certain line goes through the following 2 points. Write an equation for that line. It might take you a few minutes to do this second practice problem. You might need a graph. You might need to draw something and plot some points and connect some dots and count some slopes. So it might take a couple minutes, but I think you can do it. All right, let's talk about one more kind of problem where you're going to write a linear equation. What if a certain line had a slope of -2, so we know the slope, and it went through the point -3, 1? Could we write an equation for that line? Yeah, of course we can. How? Well, We know the slope. It tells us the slope is -2. Do we know the y-intercept? We don't know the y-intercept. So we know it's going to be y equals -2x plus something. The -2 was the slope, but we don't know the y-intercept. How are we going to finish this problem? We're going to sketch it out. So we take a graph. Can we find the point -3, 1 on that graph? Sure we can. -3, 1. There it is. And where is the line going to go from there? Well, it has a slope of -2. Doesn't that mean it goes down 2? And then what would the run be? Oh yeah, that'd be -2 over 1, right? So wouldn't it go there? Yeah, okay. And can we go down 2 over 1 again? And then down 2 over 1 again? And now we know what our line looks like. And hey, I think we just found the y-intercept, didn't we? The y-intercept is -5, because you can see that's where it crosses the y-axis. So we can write linear equations pretty easily. What are the two things we need to know? That's right, we need to know the slope of the line and the y-intercept of the line. Once we know those two things, we just fill in the blanks and we are done. All right, so speaking of done, do this last problem and then you are done. Okay, thanks for watching this video. If you need to pause, rewind, or check any of those details over again, please feel free to do that. And if you have any questions, let me know in class tomorrow. All right.